Okay, so a quick public service announcement. As you know, what we've been trying to do over the past 3 months is this. Since we've been allowed to meet together in person in these COVID days, we missed 3 months of church together in person where we did video, and then the last 3 months we've been meeting together since the start of June. And our goal in all of it has been simply this. We're trying to provide beautiful, safe, tightly organized worship services so that everyone can feel like they can come back to worship when they are ready to do so. And that when they come back, they can move from any anxiety they still have related to what's going on in our world right now to a level of trust that my church really does have my back and they're doing all they can to keep it safe for me to worship. And then also to a place, ultimately, of freedom and worship, that I can just come to church on Sunday morning and be free to worship and be excited to be here. That remains our vision throughout this time. We are in concert with the CDC and the state of Nebraska and the direct health measures that continue to be updated. Now, one of the good things for us that we're really excited about is people are coming back to church. And this is a Labor Day weekend, so it's a little bit thinner today. But the last couple weekends, if you were around, it was packed in here. And it was very, very difficult to practice social distancing here in the auditorium. And so we have a good problem to deal with. And fortunately, the direct health measure that just came out from the state of Nebraska moves into stage 4 of the state of Nebraska's reopening plan on September 14th. And stage 4 in September 14 allows us to move to 75% of occupancy in this room and in many other places like this across our communities, across the state. And so what we're going to do to change here on September 20th is this, and this will really help us as we're accommodating more and more people who are coming back to church. Just as an aside, there is no place that we need right now more than being at church. You realize that? Like, the mental health issues are extraordinary right now, and we need each other so much. And so, again, we still have your back, and we have all different kinds of options. We're blessed in this building to have 3 different worship spaces for bilingual and for our venue and here in the auditorium. And so this is what we're going to do here starting on September 20th. The 9:15 service will not change. We're going to maintain the social distancing where you come in and there's 2 seats between family units, and then every other row will be roped off. You can help us at 9:15 by doing this, moving toward the center, less necessary today, but in general, moving toward the center and just keeping 2 seats between family units. In fact, there's a little diagram for how we would do this that you'll see up on the screen right now. 2 seats between family units, and you see there the O's are family unit seating, and the X's are the every other row, and then the 2 seats in between, which allows us to maintain the social distancing. We'll continue to do that at 9:15 in the auditorium. We'll go back to the other slide now. 9:15 in the auditorium. 9:15 in the venue will continue to be masks required. Every other service is masks optional. Then 11 o'clock in the auditorium, we are allowed to go to 75% of occupancy. And so we're going to remove these ropes from the rows and perhaps leave 1 seat between families, but we're allowed to have 75% of occupancy at 11 o'clock. Now, I don't know about you. I love to be in a room with a ton of people. Pastors like that. Okay. I love to be in a room with a ton of people. And so it's exciting for me to be at that 11 o'clock service, and maybe you want that too. And you say, I want to come to the 11 o'clock service, and I'll create some more space at 9:15 for other people that still feel like they really need the social distancing. Please do so. That'd be a great help to us. If you prefer to maintain this, that's just fine. But this will allow us at 11 o'clock to have a few hundred more people, and thereby it'll deal with the issue that we have with crowding, frankly, at both services. We'll maintain the social distancing at 11 o'clock in the venue, and then mask required and social distancing at 9:15 in the venue. Any questions? Okay, we'll go over this again next week. Small change, but it's a good thing. People are coming back to church. Our church is doing great right now, thanks to you and your generosity and our great God. Amen.